and all beings from all realms of existence. This is another magical production from the Magical Moonchild 444 saga. I am your honorable and yet humble host, son of a Sufi, and I welcome you. I welcome you all beings from all realms of existence without exception to any. Without exception to any, right? So, today's read is, I mean, literally, the theme is Venus in Cancer, right? And so, Cancer, it's this love energy. It's this crazy love energy, right? It's this crazy love energy. It's like, love is in the air. And it's not, doesn't necessarily mean that everyone is with someone. But it's like love, the energy of love, the energy of romantic love is literally in the air, right? And I know it's not time yet, so I ain't tripping. You know, I'm just waiting for the comments to start popping up. Because I just want to, know that you guys are able to engage, right? But whoever this read is for, whoever this read is for is like Venus in Cancer. And so it's like your heart is open. It's like your heart is open for love. Greetings, Iwan Kalkin. Greetings and welcome. I love you. Yes, it's like you may have been in an energy to where you were not looking for love. You were dodging love. You were hitting love with the stiff arm and the Heisman, like you were high stepping over love, because you've been hurt so many times. It was to the point that you were literally like not giving up on love, but just like, okay, I'm not going to try so hard anymore. I'm gonna let it come to me. Greetings, Day Plays ODT. But it's like you had someone, it's like you may have had someone in your energy, the entire time who was really like someone who you had a connection with that you didn't understand and really couldn't place it, right? But it's like with Venus in Cancer, Venus connected to Libra energy, right? Connected to Taurus energy, Libra energy, which is like truth and justice. So it's like you're finally receiving justice. You're finally receiving justice in the love department. You're finally receiving getting your karma back, right? Because it's like you've you've been so close, you know. You've had relationships where you thought that you were in love, and you gave the relationship your all, right? But the people who were engaged in the relationship with you, they did not reciprocate that energy, right? And not only did they not reciprocate that energy, they took that energy for granted and they rejected it. They rejected it in many fashions. They rejected it physically, right? They rejected physically when they went outside of the relationship with you to have relations, have physical relations with someone else, and they rejected you consciously, right? Because they didn't recognize the divinity within you, and they didn't respect you as a partner. They didn't respect you as a partner. They didn't respect you as a person. Greetings, Jolin's Galaxy. I love that name. I love you. Thank you. Greetings. Thank you for presenting your energy. Yeah, but it's like you could have had someone in your energy, right? And kind of like on and off with this person, kind of like dealing with this person, and and this person was healing you in various ways, right? This person was healing you in various ways. Some ways were obvious and some ways were subtle, but it's like you didn't see it in its entirety right away. May have took some time, but it's like now your heart, yes, it's like now your heart is being revealed to yourself. Now that your heart is being revealed because you have went inward and you found yourself. You went inward and you found your higher self, right? You found your God spark within, right? And that reactivated some memory. It was like your spirit remembered without your mind. It took your mind a while to catch up with your spirit, right? It's like you would be in the company of this person and you would feel safe, and that safety felt so safe that it made you feel vulnerable because you realized how safe you felt in that space. And it's like, oh my God, like, what's going on? Am I falling in love? Because you realize that when you are in love, you are vulnerable, right? And so you have equated being in love with being vulnerable, right? Because love promotes compromise. Love promotes it's a unity, right? And you join forces with another being, and therefore you have to compromise in some aspects, right? And that in itself can be scary enough for many individuals, many beings to reject this type of thing, this type of union, right? Because you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready for a relationship. It can kind of, if your person isn't headed in the same direction as you are heading in, especially spiritually, it can be a very difficult terrain to navigate, right? It can be a very difficult thing to sustain because, again, we attract and are attracted by vibration. So if you just grow out of vibration with a person, you know, it's like the universe knows better. The universe knows better than you. And it's like, even though you might be in a space to where you feel as though you want to keep this relationship going, you know, the universe, when you're out of alignment, when you're out of frequency, it has a tendency to protect you from yourself, right? Your spirit has a tendency to protect you from yourself. Your ancestors have a tendency to protect you from yourself. That's the beauty of, you know, ancestral protection. Speaking of which, let's get a little cleanse the energy, Bismillah. Remove negative energy, Bismillah. But it's like you're beginning to recognize that the reason that you got the feeling that you've been getting is because your spirit knew this person's spirit, right? And so the attraction was stronger than, you know, regular physical attraction. The attraction was stronger than just being like in love, like, it's like this person may soothe your soul. This person may calm your spirit, right? And if you are someone who is completely guided by spirit and you get in someone's energy who then comforts your spirit, yeah, it's like the ancestors love this person. It's like your spirit be talking this person up, like telling you that it gradually took on, right? It wasn't like that at first, and now you are starting to and now you're starting to realize that this might be your person, right? You're starting to realize that the reason why you may be drawn to this person so strong is because you may have lived a past life with them before or something like that. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't have to be a harmonious union. You know, sometimes the people that we live past lives with, they return to another lifetime because it's still something that we haven't quite figured out, right? But we have Aquarius. We have Aquarius coming out on the dice. We have Aquarius. We have Mercury. And we have the number 12. Yeah, we got Aquarius. We got Mercury. And we got the number 12. Now, that was cool. But we're gonna switch up the frequency just a little bit here. We're gonna switch up the frequency just a little bit here. All right. So we have Aquarius. Aquarius, Mercury, and the number 12, right? Essentially, Aquarius, Mercury is Gemini. Mercury is connected to Gemini, right? Aquarius is connected to Uranus. The number 12 is connected to Sagittarius and Capricorn, right? So a lot of energies, right? But you can be any of these signs. You don't have to be. You could just be in this Cancer. You can be in the Venus and Cancer energy, right? You can just, you don't have to You could also be, your person could be in your space and you still haven't, you're still denying that this is your person, right? Okay, yeah, you're still denying that this is your person. So Aquarius is like, I don't want to say, definitely not wishy-washy, but Aquarius just kind of stops on the dime, changes direction, and runs full speed ahead. Gemini, Mercury energy is actually connected to Gemini and Virgo, right? But Gemini kind of goes through a stage to where they get bored also, right? And so it's like, whoever this read is for, your person could have maybe, yeah, it's like your person could have maybe went in another direction, or you could feel, you could be scared that your person is gonna leave you, and that's why you don't want to, you know, like make it official or something like that. Gemini is like, yeah, the Gemini sometimes tends to second guess themselves, right? And Gemini will love you one day and just wake up and the way you breathe bothers them, right? And Aquarius energy, Aquarius is not the most romantic in the zodiac, right? And so, okay, so this is like, it's either you or your person could be not so outwardly showing you their emotion. Couldn't sometimes, I mean, like, they're not like always showing you how they feel, even though they really love you. So Aquarius has a quirky sense of romance type deal. Like, they're not really romantic, but they still will show you that they love you. Yeah, they still will show you that they love you. Aquarius, Uranus is the coldest surface planet in the stratosphere, right? So it's like Aquarius has a frigid, warm embrace. Yeah, Aquarius has a frigid, warm embrace. The frigid, warm embrace of the Aquarius, right? So it's like, Aquarius could love you to death and you could not even know it, type deal, right? And Mercury is connected to Gemini and Gemini and Virgo, which are also connected to the Lover's card, right? So it's like, yeah, this is real love. Whoever your person is real love. You might not realize it right now, and if you don't realize it right now, eventually it's like you're gonna see it. But this person might not fit your description in your head of what your person was gonna look like. The number 12, right? Also number 3. Like I said, connected to Sagittarius and Capricorn. Sagittarius energy is a go-getter. Sagittarius, very ambitious. Sagittarius, protective of their family. Sagittarius will sacrifice their relationships for the sake of knowledge, but they, in very special occasions, they will sacrifice everything for their relationship type deal. If this was happening a year from now, would it matter at all? So, it's like whatever you got going on that is in your energy and might be making you feel like, might be bothering you a little bit. Maybe just let it roll off, because it might not be as big as it feels to you, right? Better with time, like a bottle of wine. Better with time, like a bottle of wine. So, okay. So this is like your relationship with your person is going to continue to get better with time. It's like the longer this person remains in your energy, the closer you two are going to grow. 777, fullness, completeness, spiritual awakening, divine intervention, good luck, divine guidance. You are in harmony with the universe, right? So these two are the same color, for real. So it's like, again, the sky might fall, but don't worry about it at all, right? Because it really don't matter. You in tune with the universe, and everything is going to happen, as everything is going to work out for your highest good. So again, if you are in some type of low energy, you have to understand that is temporary, because you are cosmic royalty, right? You are cosmic royalty. What does that mean? That means like your spirit is royal. Your soul is royal. You are cosmic royalty. Yeah. Not only in this realm, your bloodline, you could come from a royal bloodline also, but you are cosmic royalty, meaning your spirit is royal. Seeking revenge, plotting a heist, planning a robbery, wanting to take something from you. Wanting to take something from you. Seeking revenge. Seeking revenge. Plotting a heist, planning a robbery, wanting to take something from you. It's like, again, it's like, I'm getting this energy to where it's like, somebody is like, no, you can't have my heart. Wanting to take something from you. Again. Yeah, and it's like somebody being worried about people trying to take their person from them. Life is short. Tomorrow is not promised. Life is short. Tomorrow is not promised, right? So you gotta love the ones that love you. Somebody might have a job promotion. Somebody got a job promotion going on. Okay, so this could be a job promotion, but it also it's like a relationship is advancing. Also, free your mind and the rest will follow. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Whatever, whatever you put your mind to, it's like once you get that, once you unplug, you can't go back. Yeah. It's like once you unplug from the matrix, you can't get plugged back in. That's the same thing. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Spending too much time, spending too much money on food. Need to budget more effectively. Need to budget more effectively, right? So, somebody door dashing. Somebody might be door dashing too much, or somebody just might be going out to eat. Or okay. So somebody feel like you going out to eat too much, right? Somebody feel like you are spending too much of your money on food, and you need to budget more effectively. Let's see what's in the internet. Let's see who is in your energy. We gonna go with the see what kind of characters we got in your energy. We're gonna go with the Oracle of Identity. We got the Oracle cards. They pretty much designed on the on the relationship side. We're gonna see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. I usually, I don't do too many. Bismillah. Okay. Talk to me. The follower and the nomad. The follower falls for scams. You got somebody might be gullible. This might be a yes ma'am or a yes man. Will do anything for love. Afraid of truth and lives in fantasy. Afraid of truth and lives in fantasy. We also got a bookworm and a nomad, right? That's the follower. That's the bookworm and the nomad. Right? So, as far as the follower, this person, this person is definitely gullible, but it's like they're gullible because they're trying to be accepted. They're trying to be liked. Nomad, world traveler, backpacking, doesn't settle in one place, van life, couch circuit. Okay, so this person, nomad, is like they really don't have a stable home. Yeah, it's like they really don't have a stable home. So that could be so it's like it's like somebody staying in their people's house. The bookworm, homebody, always reading a new book, prefers to be in own world, fast-minded, right? This could be a Gemini. Yeah, this could be a Gemini. Geminis are known to be bookworms. They known to study. They study and then they study some more. The native. We have the native. Indigenous roots. Follows cultures, traditions, performs ritual ceremonies, deep core values, interested in spirituality, may host retreats, right? So you may have someone in your energy, they're more like on some tribal, right? They're more like wearing the dashiki. Maybe they're wearing like a hat with a feather in it. Something like that. Don't have to be. The independent one, strong-minded woman or man, values own company, refuses to settle, hard to win over, right? And I'm feeling like the bookworm and the independent one, probably same person. in that same energy, right? The native and the nomad could also be in the same energy. The follower, okay, say spirits, thank you. Oh, one more, follower. What else? Casanova, the hippie and the officer. Casanova, the hippie and the officer, right? So you can have a hippie in your energy, somebody's wannabe player, and the officer, okay. So the officer could be like the mother, it could be like the mother of your children's relative or something like that. The hippie and the native, I feel like that's like the same energy. The independent one refuses to settle over, in the bookworm, I think they in the same energy. This officer and the Casanova, I feel like they're in the same energy too, right? This officer is like, it's like the father of your children's people or the mother of your children's people. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, but they the police, or if they ain't the police, they think they the police. Yeah, because they be doing a lot of investigating. Maybe investigating you. Maybe you have a criminal past, you know, and they don't trust you or something like that. Take it as it resonates. They want us to do these, so we gonna do these. Singles and relationships. Singles and relationships. What's going on with the spirit today? Talk to me, spirit. Tell me what you got to say. Bismillah. This the fattest deck I got. This the fattest deck I got. I remember. Hey, that's love. Everyone leaves. So, there's a need for you to express your feelings. You could be hiding your feelings, or your person could be hiding their feelings. You need to express your feelings, how you feel, to the one you love, to see how they feel in return, right? So, yeah. So it's like your person, like I said, you could still be in the energy to where you are in denial that this is your person, right? You can't fix someone. They have to want to change. Accept them or let them go. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change. Accept them or let them go. Right? Accept them or let them go. Too much. You tell yourself, you might be telling yourself too much about, you know what I'm saying? Too much about, maybe telling people too much about you. You know, like, okay. So it's like, listen is twice as much as you talk. It's like sometimes when you are just waiting for somebody to finish talking so you can talk instead of listening to them, because they might be saying something, they might be trying to say something to you that is very important that you need to pay attention to. You are neglecting your own needs in relationships. Practice self-care. Practice self-care. Listen, whatever you do, you gotta love yourself. Whatever you do, you gotta love yourself. You cannot effectively engage anyone in any type of healthy relationship if you don't love yourself first. And when people used to tell me that, I used to be like, that just don't even make sense. But it doesn't make sense not to, right? Because we're all connected. And when you learn to love yourself, you learn to love everyone else simultaneously, because you realize that we're all connected. Like, connected though. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. Focus on the good qualities, right? It's like somebody paying attention to everybody else too much, right? And so you telling yourself, oh, my man don't got this, or my man don't got that. But maybe your man is very loyal, maybe your man is very loyal, and maybe your man actually loves you. So focus on the quality things, because there's people out there that may appear like, they're in better space than you, but it doesn't mean that they are, for one, and you shouldn't let that affect you in any type of shape, form, or fashion. Addiction. You are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. So this could be you or someone in your energy, but I'll tell you like this: we are all addicted to someone. We are all addicted to something, right? You could be addicted to coffee. You could be addicted to you could be addicted to eating healthy, right? Everything is like, you could be addicted to anything. You could be addicted to exercising, right? You could be addicted to exercising, but this is specifically saying you might be either obsessed with, I think this is like really like teasing. This is like teasing. You could be obsessed with somebody, so get help. Sometimes, right. So sometimes the only time. Okay. So this obsession is like a love type thing, right? This is like, when they say like get help, it's like, come on, man, it can't be that serious, right? But it is, it's like you just love your person. You tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse not to get involved. Again, you could have been in that energy to where you were like, I don't want a relationship. Yeah. It's like somebody just like, I don't want a relationship. And now we begin the tarot. Right? Bismillah. The significator for this read is going to be the Queen of Swords. Bismillah. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. But the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like, so the Knight of Pentacles moves slow for one thing. But the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like you could so Pentacles is connected to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, right? Capricorn came out in the dice basically via the number 12, right? But this is like in the past, and this is someone who was like stingy. Yeah, this is someone okay, so this is someone abstaining from love, right? Because the Pentacles is also the physical body, right? So this is someone who was rejecting some type of union, right? They were being stingy with their energy. They were being stingy with their physical presence. The Knight of Pentacles. And, like, just really in some funky energy. Like, really in some it's like I don't want to say can't get right also with the finances, but it's like somebody having the potential for abundance, but being blocked, and almost like not blocking yourself, but not taking advantage of the opportunities that you had, right? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like not taking advantage of the opportunities that you may have had. Okay. We got the Judgment card in the upright, right? So this is the present. So the Judgment card, it's like, yeah, God called you and you accepted the call. It's like God raised you from the dead, right? And that goes back to what I said previously about once you get unplugged, you can't go back, right? It's kind of like the same thing. Aquarius is abrupt change of direction, but definitely warm, frigid embrace and a different sense of romance. But this is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is connected to Scorpio. The Judgment card is connected to Scorpio. But this is being called, this is accepting the call to God. This is people being raised from the dead, meaning this is people being awakened. This is people having a spiritual awakening, right? And being called to duty by God. So right now, whoever this read is for Cancer, right? But it's like this read is for you could be in Cancer energy. You could be in Venus in Cancer energy. But it's the Judgment, right? So it's like you are receiving judgment for your karma, and you have been called by God. That's what the horn symbolizes, right? Blowing of the horn and raising of the dead, meaning raising up out of the mental sleep, mental slumber. Okay. So, next we have the Seven of Swords. That's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, right? The number 7 being you could have been born on the 7th of any particular month, or your birthday could be in July. You could be a Cancer, or you could be a Cancer, or you could be a Leo, right? But this card is connected to Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, right? And Libra is connected to the Venus, which came out in the dice, which I based the read around. Mercury, Aquarius, and the number 12 came out in the dice. But this is this is hidden influence, and it's like you had to compromise. You had to compromise. You had to compromise something for so you may have had to temporarily compromise your relationship for the benefit of your relationship. Yeah, had to compromise your relationship for the benefit of your relationship. What does that mean? It's like when you had to do something that you didn't want to do, that you knew was going to disrupt your relationship, but at the same time it was going to simultaneously make your relationship better. Seven of Swords. Next we have the King of Pentacles, right? The King of Pentacles. But this is like an obstacle that you must overcome. It's like, yeah, it's like realizing that you are already in this, that you have this talent, right? It's like realizing that you have this love. Yeah, realizing that this is your person, and this is like your abundance, right? It's like your person is connected to your abundance, but it's like you don't want to realize that this is your king, right? It's like you don't want to realize that this is your king. And you don't have to be, it could be a woman still, but it's like you don't realize that this is your King of Pentacles, and that's what's holding you back. This is how other people are seeing you. It's like it's like they seeing you. They seeing your relationship, and they like, man, are these people even still together? But they don't see that the death that y'all had was really a rebirth again. And that goes back to this, you doing whatever you had to do to sacrifice your relationship in order to save your relationship, right? In order to save your relationship. But people are looking at y'all and they like, damn, what's going on over there? But they not understanding that death only brings a rebirth, and you guys had to kill the relationship that you had in your current state in order to go on and receive a rebirth with this relationship, right? Coming out of Hermit energy, somebody's coming out of Hermit energy also. It's live. So the best path for you to take, yeah, The best path for you to take is for you to resist temptation and accept this accept this transformation. The devil card is connected to transformation as well as the death card. The death card is also connected to Scorpio. The death card is also connected to Scorpio, right? The devil card is connected to Capricorn, which came out in the dice via the number 12. But the best path for you to take is to resist temptation and follow your intuition, right? Follow your intuition with this love affair. Follow your intuition with this right here, whatever this is. This could be, you know, this could be like some type of, okay. Resist temptation like outside of your relationship. Resist the temptation it's like, man. So this is like, yeah, this is like resist sexual temptation. Resist sexual temptation. What's the final outcome on this? You might have to get some clarification up in there. Bismillah. Final outcome. Final outcome is someone refusing to make a decision? Tell me more about this devil in reverse. Devil in reverse. So the devil in reverse is being clarified by the 9 of Swords. So it's like resist. Resist this temptation. Oh, it's like resisting temptation because it's going to send your person, it's going to destroy your person if you succumb to this temptation. And the 2 of Pentacles has been clarified by the 5 of Wands, which again is saying fight. Fight against this temptation. Fight against indecision. Fight against indecision. Wow. Let's get a little bit of fight against indecision. Let's get some clarification on the death card. This is like somebody broke their abstinence or something. It's saying fight against sexual temptation. Fight against sexual temptation. Miracles happen every single day. You got to trust in your intuition. Fight against this temptation. Because you've been called by God, right? Sacrifice your relationship to save your relationship. Everybody is looking at y'all from the outside looking in like the relationship is dead. Greetings, Isaiah Peoples. I love you. Thank you for your energy. Everybody is looking at y'all like the relationship is dead, but it's actually going through a rebirth. You just have to resist this temptation, you know, to keep your person out of this energy, right? You may have previously succumbed to some type of temptation and put your person in this energy also. But you have to fight against that. That was a pretty tough read. I'm not gonna lie. But your crystal collection will cleanse that negative energy, and miracles happen every day. So, you know, let's get that. Praying 5 times daily. There's nothing wrong with that. That could be you or someone in your energy. There's nothing wrong with praying as long as you pray the right way. Life path number 10. Leadership, career, success, karmic fulfillment, confident, bright, happy, flexible, adaptable. That's what you're going to have to be. Flexible and adaptable like the Aquarius, right? Like the Aquarius to keep your person out of this energy, right? You're going to have to resist temptation to keep your person out of this nightmarish energy, right? Fight against indecisiveness, right? Because this is just somebody being indecisive. You got to fight against that. You got to know. You got to know. Thank you for all bearing with me. That was a particularly tough read. This has been another magical production from the Magical Moonchild 444 Saga. I am your honorable and yet humble host, son of a Sufi. And I love you. I love you all. Assalamu alaikum.